Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So things are underway.
Yaya Toure will be key here, Peter. His versatility and drive makes him a nightmare for the opposition.
He was actually a much more conventional holding midfield player in his younger days, wasn't he?
Yeah, but he's come on in leaps and bounds since then. In fact, he's at his best when partnered with a defensive midfielder like that, because it means he has license to just join the attack.
So he's benefited a lot from his new role.
Yeah, it's brought so much more out of him. He's a true all-round player now.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
It's a good spell of possession, this.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And here's Eto'o. And it's Xavi. Xavi, and he welcomes it in. And the ball's come loose here. Xavi. Xavi! He has hit that forcefully.
Well, he does strike a very pure ball, doesn't he? It's great technique.
Well, the ball's gone astray, and he's only too happy to take that back. Yaya Toure is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Senegal still without a single shot on target. And here's Eto'o. Now it's Pelé. Totti. Now it's Eto'o. Now it's Pelé. And this is Eto'o. Rummenigge. Xavi. That's a lovely, neat pass. He's a sharp little ball here. Good ball, good take. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Totti. And here's Pape. He'll try from distance!
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him, as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
And here's Eto'o. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Xavi. That's good running with the ball. Either side giving way. It has been tight. It's Pelé! Just not quite happening for him just now.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
Arsenal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Senegal are looking to go forward now. Searching pass he's played there. Neatly clipped into space. Rummenigge has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. And he's taking no chances there. Pele gets into a good position. Pele!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, that's close, and that will be the last of it. It's half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period.
Please be
Let us see
reminded
what
that
the second
drinking
half
is only
brings.
allowed in the areas shown on this map.
So
Thank
neither
you very
side
much for your
yet off the
cooperation.
mark.
It's not a bad game by any means, Peter, but it definitely needs an injection of some invention, creativity. There's so much you can do with all that industry by just adding a little bit of skill.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break.
22, Francesco Totti.
So
Coming
into
on
the second
field
half.
is number 14.
Well, I can imagine both
Diop.
managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more.
Could be danger here. Senegal come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Decent chance! And it's a goal!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class. Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
So the first moment of real significance.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
And it's Cruyff. Oh, that was vital. Iniesta. Well, they've got it again. Eto'o.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Pele plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Senegal are leading here through the only goal of the game, scored early in the second half. And the score is 1-0. And here's Mbappe. He has found a way through. Mbappe! And the keeper couldn't hold it.
Arsenal really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Has a look and plays it forward. Cruyff. Knocks it into space. Takes a shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
Arsenal really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
And this is Pele.
That was lovely, that.
That is a brilliant interception. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
Bullet with his sights permanently trained on that bottom corner. Pele will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Senegal do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Bullet. Xavi. Now it's Pele. Tries to pass it through. Oh, good ball. And the shot! Oh, good finish. Arsenal are level. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Arsenal are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Arsenal restore parity.
Well, now they've saved themselves. You can really sense a change in the whole atmosphere here. It's going to be pretty manic from now to the final whistle.
Quality ball. Cruyff quietly revving up. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Rummenigge. He won't be happy with that one. Eto'o. Now Cruyff. Pele. And it's Xavi. Now it's Eto'o.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And here's Cruyff. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now, can they get him away? And this is Pele. Oh, the ball's run loose here. 90 minutes done then, but that is not the end of it. So, that was the second half.
Well, I think many on that pitch were ready for the final whistle to come, so let's hope that there's still plenty of energy about.
That CCTV is now in
So a brief break,
for your
and
safety.
then we will be back for more.
Substitution for Senegal, number 24, Touré.
90 minutes gone, and nothing between them still.
Number 18,
Senegal pay the price for failing to close out the match in normal time. Can they avoid the same fate here, where the consequences are still more serious?
Number 13, Hazard.
Pele.
Number 7, Suarez.
Puskas.
Number 17, Baresi.
Puskas.
Substitutions taking place.
Hazard. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Pele. Shot it goal! He lifts the roof! A game of margins! A game of thrills! This might just do it! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Senegal have their lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Great ball, and he's in here. Oh, now this is interesting, and the referee has pointed to the spot. So a big, big chance now from 12 yards.
Substitution.
This further to improve their cause. Not much more than a formality.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat. And that interception. So just 15 minutes still to come.
And a quick reminder today that parking in
So
the area
was
around
this
the stadium
when the
is
game
strictly
was won?
forbidden.
Logic
Please
and
use
experience
parking
would
private
certainly
spots or
suggest
any
that.
unpaid parking
But who
facilities in
knows
this
what the
area.
game still has to offer. Exhaustion, physical and mental. Will we find a winner? They have played themselves to a near standstill. What is left in the tank now? That's really well manoeuvred. Rui Costa. Luis Suarez. Oh, truly brave defending.
If you were looking at the shopping list of what you need in a top defender, that's it.
Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Can he finish? And that would have been game, set and match.
Well, judging by his reaction, he clearly feels he should have made more of it, but he's looking very much like the big threat at the moment.
They've played it short. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And now they can spring out of defence. Well, that pass isn't the best. Well, that looks a decent ball. Picked out brilliantly. Goes for a shot! And he's stuck it away. Could that be it? The definitive final twist. A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong...
And that's it. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. Pelé voted man of the match, and deservedly so.
I'd like to ask you to join me.
You look back on the game then, Jim.
Senegal definitely came out on top simply because they were allowed to march through the middle. Something they jumped onto nice and early and continuously exploited.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
table, don't you ask me twice, because the table is crawling with nonsense, and I won't say a second time, cause I downright nearly lost my mind. Put it on the table, don't you ask me twice, because the table is crawling with questions, and I surround myself with good these days, cause the trouble will take you far astray, far astray. Bringing me down, not picking me up, yeah. Giving much just kicking a can down the road, telling me yes when it really ain't it. And I don't wanna stay in this place, no. Bringing me down, not picking me up, yeah. Giving it, or just kicking a can down the road, telling me yes when it really ain't it. And I don't wanna stay in this place, no. So I put it on the table, I won't ask you twice, because I'm grown and I've been here before. It's been too long and life's too short to sit around just feeling sad. Put it on the table, I won't ask you twice, because the light bulb is energy saving, and it takes its time illuminating. And I see all of the mess you're making, the mess you're making. Putting me down, not picking me up, yeah. Or just kicking a can down the road, telling me yes when it really ain't it. And I don't wanna stay in this place, no. Putting me down, not picking me up, yeah. I'm just kicking a can down the road, telling me yes when it really ain't it.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. We're up and running then.
Peter, we're about to see how good Lilian Thuram is. Besides being physically imposing and quick, he's very intelligent and usually that crucial split second ahead of everybody else.
Yeah, fabulous reader of the game.
And pretty much got it all.
Vieira. Driving forward. Pelé. And here's Hullet. Pelé. Pelé will not want to lose out here, not against this. And the finish! It's in!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
I doubt very much that this was in the script.
Cruyff really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being...
He's had a shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that.
Senegal are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Cruyff. Hullet, renowned for his long-range shooting. Now it's Cruyff. Can he get it through? That's the keeper's ball.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Cruyff. Hullet. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Iniesta. And now the breakaway. Oh, there's a probing ball. Vieira. Cruyff. Over to the right flank. There's the delivery. Chance! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Pullet goes short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Pullet going face-to-face with his great rival. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Cruyff showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Maldini.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
And here's Ibrahimovic.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Fenerbahce clearly didn't help themselves by telling...
It's Pele! Off the post! Maldini. Pele, and that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Vieira. And that brings the first half to a close. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Senegal currently behind by 1-0 at the break.
Please keep your eyes on your children.
Well, let's not
during
beat about the
match
bush,
at all
Peter.
times.
It's been fairly flat and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
So that's it for the first half and everyone takes a well-earned rest.
Substitution for Senegal. Number 9, Johan Cruyff. Number 10.
So right back into the action.
Coming on the field.
Senegal can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Senegal different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Fenerbahce have got it back and they'll have another go. Ferdinand cuts it out.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Now it's Pele. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Defending was strong and firm.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to win.
Pele! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Pullet plays it in. Schmeichel claims it. Safe hands.
Fenerbahce clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
And here's Ibrahimovic. Vieira conjures time and space where few can. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, there really isn't enough happening up front, Peter. They just haven't been afforded much by way of creating chances. They must start showing some bite. Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Goes down, but nothing given. And it's Hullet, looking for the run. Shot, it's Totti! It's in! Senegal are all square! Oh, delicious, such devilish curl.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
Senegal restore parity.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Oh, what a mistake! It's a good... A header! Goal! Fenerbahce! And again they hit the front. It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Fenerbahce have their lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Iniesta. He's on it, can he get away? He's dealt with that really well.
The perfect tackle, he's been superb.
Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Spread out to the left. Seedorf. Can he get on the end of it? And the shot!
Fenerbahce surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
And this is Luis Suarez. And he couldn't finish.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay on side.
Number 14, Iniesta. Coming on the field, number 11, Ibrahimovic. Number 24, Toure.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides. Just 5 minutes left. Rummenigge is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Goes for a shot! And he hits the net! And right near the end, we have parity. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Back to parity, and there's barely any time left.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now, the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
The message is simple: defend this with your lives. Towering header!
4 added minutes has been indicated.
And it's Nedved. That's a sharp pass. Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. Well, we've seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. And that is that. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks winner, of course, but the crowd largely satisfied. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Senegal can always take more positives from a result like this. Yes, there is some tidying up to do, but some real promise too.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.
How can we give some, take some, fix it up and then break some. Gotta open up, you gotta share, build it up if nothing's there. Come on, bring some, shake some, pull it all down but hate none. You gotta open up, you gotta care, build it up if nothing's there. You gotta give some, take some, fix it up, you gotta break some. You gotta open up, you gotta share, build it up if nothing's there. Come on, bring some, pull it all down but hate none. You gotta open up, you gotta care, build it up if nothing's there.
Let it talk to me.
Baby girl,
Just slow it down, let your body speak.
speak,
I know that timing is everything.
got me weak.
All I got is infinity.
Sit,
Infinity.
let it talk to me. Just slow it down, let your body speak. I know that timing is everything. Everything. All I got is infinity. Infinity. You got the vibe and I'm feeling you, girl. Missing my flight cause you show me the world. Your body be talking, I love what I heard. If this is the night, then just give me the word. Give me the word, show me a sign. Tell me you ready and I'll make you mine. And what I'm sipping and this ain't no lies. Real talk, girl, when me looking at your eyes. I can't see you overanalyze everything, girl. Cause you can't put your trust in everything. But it's a must cause your body keep flirting. Make the rhythm just keep on working. Baby girl, I'm hurting. Cause your body just keep on twerking. But your eyes keep looking and lurking. I got all the time in the world. Let it talk to me. Set it. Just slow it down, let your body speak. Turn it up. I know that timing is everything. Let's do this. How long I got is infinity. Infinity. Let it talk, step, step. Baby girl, don't you worry, not friend. Let it talk, step, step. Look how long me and you fi connect. Let it talk, step, step. Yeah, shake it up, don't you worry, not friend. Let it talk, step, step. Yeah, look how long me and you fi connect. Hold on tight, baby girl, come and love when you brace it back. Tell the DJ turn it up max, blast it up, ain't no turning back. So long.
I got this love to give you one time. And boy, you're moving so fine. You got me losing my mind.
Let it talk to me. Just slow it down, let your body speak. Right away. I know that timing is everything. No play, no play. How long I got is infinity.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a
Hello,
beautiful,
everybody, and
clear
welcome
evening.
to today's
The conditions
match.
contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the
Against
stands.
Arsenal.
This really is the place to be. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So, straight into the action. Well, for me, Jim, this one was always going to be about just one man. Always has been. And the shot! And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Couldn't squeeze it through. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Rummenigge. And here's Eto'o. Over to the right flank. Iniesta has it out wide and in space. Khan claims it. Safe hands. And now the breakaway. Well, there's a probing ball. Rummenigge! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
You lucky boy, you lucky boy. Giving the ball away like that is usually punished.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Now it's Eto'o. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Eto'o. Now it's Eto'o. Knocks it into space. Baresi has a look and plays it forward. And it's Cruyff. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Not much doubt about who's going to take this one. A real opportunity here from a position of great potential. Eto'o. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Iniesta running with intent. Rummenigge tries to play it through, and he was alert to it. Yaya Toure, a player whose confidence, whose... Big chance! Oh, he has leathered that.
Well, the keeper looks perplexed. That was hit with real ferocity.
Arsenal are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Ball's over the top, long dive. It's Eto'o! Sensational from Eto'o! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! The first significant strike. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Rummenigge is someone with real dynamite in his boots, and that could set him on his way. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Rummenigge is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Oh, good-looking ball.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Driving on and making good progress. And the shot! It's hit the upright. He's keen, determined to have his say.
Arsenal really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Xavi is always scanning the pitch for targets. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the
There
ball.
will be 1 minute
Oh, important
added time.
interception. Iniesta. And that signals the end of the first period. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, I'm a little bit worried for them and the way they've looked in transitions, Peter. They've been a bit exposed, so they might be only one down, but they can't afford to have any more sloppy moments. Concede another, and we know it's an awful long way back.
Senegal just ahead here in a tight game. They are 1-0 to the good.
Substitution for Senegal, number 18, Karl-Heinz Rummenigge.
Down to business again.
Number 17, Baresi.
Senegal currently
Number
ahead by
2,
the smallest of
Pape.
margins.
Coming on the field,
Ibrahimovic!
Suarez.
And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Arsenal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And he's managed to get rid. Oh, this is a great position. It's Eto'o! Against the crossbar. Eto'o did well to generate such power. The mark of the player he is. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And here's Eto'o. Nicely aimed pass. Luis Suarez looking for the chance to skim one in from range. And here's Ibrahimovic. Oh, well played, well played. Pele! So to play, and it is a goal kick. No way through there. Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. Vieira.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Pele can see things others simply cannot. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. He's found a way through. Steaming on goalwards. Oh, decent chance! And that's a sharp finish. Arsenal are level. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
So they have it all to do again.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
And they can counter here. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, what has happened here? Cruyff! Pull it.
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Senegal perhaps contemplating their next change here.
Senegal clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
And here's Suarez. He's found a way through. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. He won't be happy with that one. And here's Eto'o. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Just 5 minutes remaining now. Cruyff. He's shifting through the gears here. Takes aim and crosses. Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
Substitution for Senegal, number 14.
All hands on deck for this one.
Coming on to replace him is number
Here's the
24,
header!
Toure.
No, not the best of headers. And he's quick to snatch it back. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Yaya Toure, and he's managed to get free.
Has been indicated.
And he scores! Two minutes to be added on. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That's headed upfield. Oh, good read. And there goes the final whistle. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Listen, the more this game went on,
Hello,
a draw
everybody,
was
and this
always
is a
likely
quick
to be on the
reminder to let
card.
you
So
know that you'll be
overall,
able
I
to
don't
catch
think anyone
today's
will be
match
complaining too
broadcast
much
live
about
on
what
our
they've
club's
got.
FM station.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.
삐그덕 걸음거리고 장나버린 듯이 walk Don't care about a thing 난 내 기분대로 walk 걸음거리고 장난 듯이 삐그덕 난 삐그덕 걸음거리고 장나버린 듯이 walk Don't care about a thing 난 내 기분대로 walk 걸음거리고 장난 듯이 삐그덕 내버려둬 I just cannot stop 모든 문을 두드리지 나 쏟아지는 비 익숙해져 난내 두 손에 쏟아지는 light 여름에도 떠는 风고장 나버려 난 비용 비켜 내 앞에 끼지 마라 위험 빨리 비켜봐 on my way 좀 더 비겁되게 Do my dance 걸음마저 step 길을 끄진 내가 굿보는 Get on my way up cause I be bustin' 이제는 또 패스 털어내 먼지 굳이 시간 쓰지 않지 난 시선을 뺏어 I see you crossing 내가 난 100점 상을 줘 너 여유가 뺐어 언제든 난 stepping 떠나보는 끝에 난 삐그덕 걸음거리고 장나버린 듯이 walk Don't care about a thing 난 내 기분대로 walk 걸음거리고 장난 듯이 삐그덕 난 삐그덕 걸음거리고 장나버린 듯이 walk Don't care about a thing 난 내 기분대로 walk 걸음거리고 장난 듯이 삐그덕 You know what?
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful,
everybody,
clear
and
evening.
welcome to
The
today's
conditions
match.
contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. We are just getting started. Now this man, Yaya Toure, Jim, midfielders don't come much more complete and dominant than him, do they?
Well, the envy of so many opposition teams, I would guess. No one offers the complete package like he does. The perfect blend of power, of pace, and it's no exaggeration to say that he's one of the greatest box-to-box players around.
A real handful by any measurement.
Totally.
It's a pretty loose pass. Xavi. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Mbappe! Goal! Arsenal! Arsenal take the lead. Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Senegal are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. He's found a way past.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Eto'o. Gerrard. It's Gerrard! Oh, it's come off the upright. Well, there's a probing ball. Ferdinand does really well to win the ball there. And here's Suarez. This is a promising build-up. Eto'o. And it's in! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Senegal restore parity.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Cruyff. And it's been hooked away. Well, that has not gone well.
Might want to be careful there.
No foul, says the referee. Yeah, well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. Now it's Eto'o. And this is Luis Suarez. Baresi. For Xavi. And it's Eto'o. He's in a great position. Shoots! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him. Totti looking for the chance to skim one in from range. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Lovely ball and a real chance now. Great chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? In he goes again. Xavi. Pele. Cruyff. Now it's Eto'o. Great vision. Maldini. Oh, easy pickings there. That's really well manoeuvred. Eto'o. And here's Gerrard. Xavi. Cruyff. Now it's Eto'o.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Mbappe. Bullet. So a temporary halt to the action. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square.